Thanks to Nintendo for sponsoring this video. Hey, what's up everyone? OJ here, and today we're taking a look at Emio the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club on Nintendo Switch. So, I never played the Famicom Detective Club games before, and I usually don't play the visual novel, narrative-driven type of games. But when Nintendo asked me if I would be interested in covering this game a bit more, I decided I'd give it a shot. And I have to say, the results have been shocking, to say the least. The first thing that stuck out here when I played the game, there are some crazy plot points that happen in this title. You play as a 19-year-old assistant private detective for the Utsugi Detective Agency, assisting the police to investigate the brutal murder, but with a haunting twist. His head is covered by a paper bag with a sinister smiling face on it. Yeah, incredibly creepy and sets the tone for what you'll be seeing and investigating in this game. The victim has all the same signs of the urban legend Emio the Smiling Man, who committed similar crimes but not exactly in the same way. Now, investigating the urban legend of Emio while balancing the facts of what happened to this boy creates a pretty compelling reason to continue playing and investigating what happened. The dialogue between the characters and the overall ways to progress through the game is very well done. The intrigue of trying to figure out if this is the same killer of the urban legend of 18 years ago or a copycat had me hunting down every single option I could choose from, especially from those who were on the police force at the time of those murders, had me hunting down every option I could choose from, especially from those who were on the police force at the time or investigated those murders. They never did find the person who did those crimes, and me being the skeptical, inquisitive person I am, I was suspecting everyone at first. Now, this game has a lot of dialogue. I felt like I was going through an anime at times. So personally for me, having the Nintendo Switch OLED model system for portable play was a must. Being able to change back and forth from the TV to the handheld mode when I wasn't capturing footage was awesome, especially for this type of game. The presentation is pretty slick too. The illustrations from the characters, music, text, and fonts are clean and simple. The art style used here perfectly blends with the music, tone, and pacing of the game. But the real strength of this game is the characters, emotion, and stories that accompany them. You'll learn all sorts of interesting details that make the characters unique and dynamic. I also have to add, the music is super suave. The tunes for each scene vibe with the tone and atmosphere so much. And in a game like this, where you're going to be going through options a lot, you're going to be looking at dialogue and taking your time to really assess the situation, making sure that you have great music is a must. And Emio the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club definitely has that. The game also has you traveling to various different locations to gather clues, interviewing people, and examining various objects in game. From there, you can pick multiple options to gain more information. The writing here shines through because characters usually have a lot to say, as you have to kind of poke and prod them for information, with a lot of the time having to use the think option to decide what dialogue prompt will advance the conversation. The only thing that I would say with the dialogue options is there should have been some more quality of life options to see which topics have been exhausted or not, so you don't have to randomly guess which option to pick. I found myself sometimes picking the same options over and over again, trying to figure out how to progress the scene. And while the presentation, dialogue, and characters are fantastic, it would have been nice if the game received a full voice dub in English. The Japanese voice acting is excellent, so as long as you don't mind reading if you can't understand Japanese, then you should be okay. Emio the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club is a gripping murder detective mystery that will leave you shocked by the end. If you're a fan of visual novels and story-heavy games, then you should for sure check out the description below and pick it up. At the very least, check out the free demo version of this game on the Nintendo eShop. Alright peeps, that wraps it up for this video here. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you are someone new, and click the notification bell to get my videos first. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next one.